take questions for the seniors only first, and then for Coach.
Yeah, I just really proud of these four guys, and always on senior night. I think we've won every one. I don't know, but any time, no, we haven't, Jay. Well, we always bring the seniors for senior night, win or lose. So I'm glad we won because it makes it a little bit different. But I appreciate all of their efforts over the course of 4 years for two of them, 2 years, and just this one season. And it's great for them to win, in front of their families and friends for their last home game. And obviously, it's an important win for us as a team, which is really all they cared about, which is also really special. So great to get the win. It's been hard the last couple of weeks on the road, but it's been hard for everybody on the road the last couple of weeks. So we've got one more on the road on Friday, and then we're on to the MAC tournament.
Questions for the players?
Any extra emotion before the game? Anything going through your head that may have not been normal tonight?
Man, it was just, I was excited, but then it was just, I don't know. It was a great moment just to know how far I came. We came along 4 years here. It was just a great moment before the game.
Is there a moment that you may allow yourself to feel where you kind of realize that this, is one of possibly the last time, really the senior night of, being at the MAC Center?
I have to say that moment where we got those framed jerseys, there was just so much emotion, just grabbing it, holding it. It was great. Nothing felt better. And just being at Kent State for 4 years, this has been a home, so it's just even more emotion just added into it. But we had to focus on the game and get the win, and which we did. That's all I could ask for.
I mean, you guys all contribute, you win big. I mean, you can't really realistically win pretty well. So what do you guys think about how it went tonight?
I thought it was good. We came in, our focus was to start the game off well. We don't feel like we started off well the last couple weeks. And we focused on defense and rebounding, and I think we did a really good job of that from the start. So, although it was, an exciting moment for us before the game, we just tried to stay focused. So I think we did a good job handling all of that.
Definitely agree with that. The best part about it is that it's March 1st, so we started off the month in the right way. Best part of college basketball is March Madness, so why not start on the right foot? It's just time to build off this, no time to look back.
12 rebounds tonight, talk about that.
Past couple weeks I haven't been doing that well, and that's like a part of my leadership role, just setting the tone. So I figured it's a perfect night. Let's do it. And just put my mind to it, got it done.
How do you guys feel right now in terms of what you want to look like or feel like offensively and defensively? How you guys feeling right now going into the Akron game and then the tournament?
I think it's just about how focused we are. We feel like we've done a really good job on defense at times, and our big thing going into games is putting it together for 40 minutes. Offensively, we like to play inside out, but we feel like we can get into transition with decent stops and rebounds. We'll be okay. So it starts on the defensive end, and as long as we can keep putting together 40-minute games, I think we'll be all right going forward.
So obviously, huge game against Akron, struggled with your shooting last couple. It was feel good to see the ball going through the net a little bit.
Definitely, I'm glad we was home. I was able to get a lot of shots up here throughout the year. So I'm just at a comfortable level shooting here. My teammates believe in me, coach believes in me. So it's never down my mind when I get a good shot. So definitely felt good to see it go in tonight.
I know it's not the night that you were hoping for on senior night, but was it nice to be able to get the introduction?
Yeah, it was definitely nice to get the introduction and be a part of that. So I was real fortunate to do that, and I was more fortunate that my teammates were able to get the win on the senior night. Made it that much easier for me to watch.
How did it help to get you out there to start the game?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I told him
all
he was
coach.
gonna do it. I think that's important if you can, right? And I appreciate the coach at Bowling Green. I told him before the game. I asked him, I should say, if he was okay if we did that, and we'd foul right away and we'd let him win the tip. And Mike is a good dude and a gracious guy, so nice of him to do it. And good that X could get out there and do that. And, you know, his family's here, and he's from New York, and, you know, they don't get to see him play all that much. And they're here for senior night because this is his home. So it's great to be able to do that for him and for his family. Unfortunately, you know, he's not able to play for the last 4 weeks, but it's great to be able to do that here on senior night.
We have colleagues some file issues, but you guys kind of took control early in the second half, and you kind of had a big part in that. Just kind of talk about that.
I just tried to stay focused. I know I kept getting in foul trouble, but that wasn't going to stop me from doing what I do, just block shots. And so I just fed off that and did what I was supposed to do. Just kept my head.
Anything else for the players?
All right, fellas. Treatment in class. Treatment in class.
I know you can't wait to talk about this being your 100th win.
Listen, yeah, you know what, I wish it happened 2 games ago, right? But you know what, I'm glad I was able to do that here at Kent, and I should say we, because it's the whole staff and team. So, yeah, great, good. It's not something I really think about. You know that, Alan. Like, that's not a huge priority for me, but trying to get a win was a huge priority for me. And I also need to say, after the last game, like, before the game, I apologize to the AD and to anybody. Like, I represent Kent, and I got 2 technicals and tossed out of that last game, and that's you know, it's an embarrassment to me personally that I allowed that myself to get for that to happen. So glad to come back and for us to get a win and play well, because a lot of my frustration, we hadn't played very well of late, and it's good to see us do that here today.
Not a senior, but what do you think of Jimmy's play?
Yeah, you know what, Jimmy's a great player, and you know, tonight he was incredibly efficient. He got a couple big offensive rebounds when we needed them, and to me, you know, he's the best player in the league. That's how I view it. You know, I wouldn't trade him for anybody in the conference. So I'm really happy for him. He, you know, again, it's senior night, but he was able to get his basketball for his 1,000th point, and he's had a great 2 seasons here so far, and you know, we still have more to go. Like, this is just the start of March. So really happy for him with how he played and his aggression, and you know, I thought we did a good job there tonight.
Basically every game he's played, Bowling Green's been a big one.
For him, yeah. You know what? And there have been a lot of big games for him since he's been here. He's close. I saw in the game notes he's close to scoring 1,000 points in 2 years. Only 4 players would have done that in the school history. So, I mean, he's going to leave here when he leaves here as one of the all-time greats to play here. So, he has played well against Bowling Green for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but he has. And hopefully he could play well against Akron on Friday, too.
You got back to, again, basically everybody out there doing positive.
Yeah, yep. And you know what? Defending, rebounding, and taking care of the basketball. For us, that's the 3 sort of pillars for us. And when we do that well, we're a good team, you know, regardless of how we shoot the ball. When we defend, which we did tonight, 37%, rebound, we're plus 10. And when we take care of the basketball, I know we ended up with 11 turnovers, but, you know, one of those, Dion dove on the ball. I don't think that should have been a turnover, but it is a turnover. He dove on the ball and it went out of bounds. So really 10 turnovers in the game. Like, if you can do that in a game, you're going to put yourself in a position to win most times. So tonight we did that. We did it at a high level, and that allowed us to get the win.
Jalal, 5 of 8 for your
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, and he'd struggled the last couple games too. So again, it's great to see. You know, he's a senior. His role has had to increase. He defends the other team's best perimeter guy just about every night. And you know, again, I told our guys we do something the night before in senior night, and I don't share everything that I told him, but I told everybody's got to be nice to Jalal, because at some point he's going to be hiring just about whoever he wants. He's one of the brightest and best teammates and brightest guys that we've had here, and he's going to be incredibly successful. So it's great to see him go out tonight. His dad's here, who again doesn't get to see him play a ton, so it's great to see that on a night like tonight.
I mean, there's still games going on, but there's
Yeah.
a chance that you might be in, after all this smoke Here's how everything has been through this year. Might be in second place.
Oh, really?
Tied
Yeah.
for the-
How about that? Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? You never know in this league, right? I mean, the more you're around this conference, and it's one of the, to me, it's the good thing about the conference, and it's also, as a coach, it's the hardest part about this conference is that, Bowling Green, I think they're now the 12th place team, I think. They're 14-16 overall. They have 5 league wins. Like, go through the conferences. Go to who's the 12th team out of 12 in all these conferences. They have 0 wins in league, 1 win in league, 2 wins in league. They're 9-24 overall. Or whatever that record is. 2 weeks ago, Miami of Ohio was the last place team in the league. They just beat Akron, Kent, and I think they won tonight, right? And beat Buffalo on the road. Like, that's, yeah. Where does that happen? Like, go to the last place team in the ACC or the Big East 2 weeks ago. DePaul's not beating Villanova, Xavier, and give me another one. I don't know, Creighton. In 3 straight. It just doesn't happen. But in this league, it's the beauty of the league, and it's also what makes it incredibly difficult for players and for coaches and for fans, because people get frustrated. Like, why aren't you beating everybody? Well, it's not that easy. If it was that easy, we'd be doing it.
Anything else, Coach?
All right. Thank you, guys.